think there's crisis in ODM. What is happening, the party leader knows what he's doing. There are people in government who are doing what's supposed to do, defend the government, and there are people like Sifuna who have been sent by Raila Odinga to test the waters and show that they are with the people. If you want to know what I'm saying, look at the 10-point agenda. By December, it will be declared dead, what Sifuna said. They have just, prolonged that time so that the government does not feel uneasy. Number two, Western Kenya never votes for government. Since 1992, since 2002, they always vote for opposition. If there are people who are good in this country and democratic, it's Western Kenya. All along, they have voted for opposition. They have been voting for ODM because ODM has been in opposition. This time round, we are going to bag, the official opposition is bagging all the 5 counties of Western. Or what now we are deciding, which party where, governors, senators, MPs are going to vie on which party, depending on the parties that we are going to ally with in Western. The test will not be in 2027. The battle they are talking about is the Malava. We are all heading there. We are going to take that seat. It is true. Kakamega out of 12 seats, if I'm not wrong, 9 are ODM. That is history. Going forward, we are going to bag all those seats in Western Kenya, just for record. But I can tell you, there is this issue, and Raila is very happy to know that people are pushing, pulling over. There is no crisis in ODM. They know what they are doing. At the right time, they are going to exit. Now, let me say this. Fred, in finishing that point, as official opposition, we have nothing to lose. If Raila decides to vie, that is a loss to the state because it's already part of the government. If Raila decides to endorse Ruto, when he vied in 2022, he got 66% turnout in Luo Nyanza. If he decides to endorse Ruto, Luo Nyanza will vote about 25 to 30% only. Those are the votes he are going to give. If himself vying, he got 66 turnout. What about if Ruto? He is going to endorse Ruto. 30. So we are not worried about all that as official position. Let me switch to what you have asked. I'll go to the point. Fred, we must stick to the law and the constitution in this country. Let me tell you what's going to happen. And that's why we said IBC came in office with a lot of trust deficit. Very low, like 5% or 3%. Because we had glaring issues about people who are at the dam at night, We had people who are state officers, like 4 of them, who are again commissioners. But we said, we'll move on. So what is going to happen? The official opposition, our team of lawyers, are going to move to the Supreme Court to ask what happens when you ask sorry to use this word, when you ask, and this is just paraphrasing, when you ask people who are supposed to be, to be punished by the law, to make law about themselves going home. What happens? And the Constitution 2010 is a growing document. We'll go to Supreme Court very early and ask the Supreme Court, please tell us, where is the Kenyan? Where do you live the Kenyan? Because you are telling people to make a law, yet they are the ones who are supposed to be taken home by the same law. So those are things we want to quickly go and seek for interpretation, because there ought to have been a timeline. We were looking at the Constitution. There ought to have been a timeline. By this time, this law ought to be in place. It's now how many years? Since 2010. It is not there. So we want to ask, if Kenyans right, and it's in the Constitution, they are given a right to National Assembly to make a law about them going home, they don't, what should happen? These are the issues that already we are talking about as a team of lawyers from our team. We want to see